Welcome to part 7 of my 3-part video blog. That means 3. Something. Oh, okay. I put my sweatshirt on inside out. Yes, I changed clothes if you were watching over from my second video, because I felt like it. But I don't like how this looks, so I'm going to change while talking to you. Alright. Oh, this is going to be awkward because I'm wearing a tank top. Anyways, so ideals in specific genders versus America versus Japan. So we're going to start off with my personal favorite. What is considered an okay body type? So, as most of you know, because if you're watching this you probably know me, I am not a petite girl in any way, shape, form, or thought. Because yes, my thoughts are very big also. I'm sorry, I cracked myself up. But anyways, so in America, it is portrayed throughout the media that you should be really thin and small to be pretty. Thank you, Abercrombie & Fitch, for that lovely statement. I do believe it was last year, saying that if you were not under a certain size, you should not be shopping in their store because you're not considered thin and beautiful. I held up 2 fingers. I'm sorry, I wanted to so bad, but there are children that watch the show, maybe. My parents watch it too, so we're not going to do that. But that made me very upset. But anyways, when I came over to Japan, and I've had many of my friends tell me this, they'll pat my stomach and they'll be like, "Sugoi, sugoi." They think it's, amazing that I am bigger. They think it's so cool. And I'm like, because they all are very small, they all have flat stomachs, so when they see someone different, they think it's a good thing. They embrace the difference. They don't push it away and say it's bad. Which I personally think is a great thing. Another difference, it's actually very funny about this difference, is in America, people like cute little button noses and stuff. In Japan, they have cute little button noses, and they like long, things like this, like Pinocchio up in here. And I'm like, oh, then I was like, that's like the opposite, I don't understand this. But, so that's very interesting. Another one, alright, let's see, is girls and guys as friends. I have noticed that girls and guys are not as close friends as they are when I was in America. I had a good majority of guy friends, because I kind of act like a guy. And I still kind of act like a guy over here. I wear a skirt every day, but I don't talk like a Japanese girl is supposed to talk, I guess. That's what I've been told. Because I don't say certain words cute enough. I try to, when, I'm supposed to say, "Nani?" And I say, "Nani?" I use my normal voice. But it's not cute enough, so it's not considered girly-ish. But, also, if there is no one home... Okay, no, that one makes sense. If there's no one home, you're not allowed to have someone of the opposite gender there. But even if there is someone home, you're not supposed to have them, in a room where your parent or guardian is not. Guys are just not supposed to come over to girls' houses, period. I've picked up on. Which I find kind of strange. Because I'm like, one of my best friends back in America was a guy. So it bewilders me. I like using that word, that's my word of the day. Bewilders. It bewilders me that girls and guys aren't very close friends over here. I'm really good friends with some of the girls in my class, but then I'm also really good friends with some of the guys, and it's very interesting because they were the non-shy guys, so they were the ones that would talk to me first, and now I'm really good friends with these guys, and we joke and laugh around all the time. Laugh and joke around. There we go, that's the correct words. I'm sorry, I don't remember English anymore. But yeah, so we mess around all the time, and none of the girls in my class do it. they'll talk to themselves, and they'll keep to themselves or whatever, and they'll be with their groups of girls. And I don't understand why, because I don't understand why there's this separation, as why girls and guys aren't friends. But it is that way. It's very, guys are over here, girls are over there. You stay with your gender. And I know in America, it's more, I guess, acceptable. Girls and guys are friends. Girls and guys hang out together. Except for when it's you going with 4 guys to the movie, then that's not okay. I haven't forgot about that. I wasn't allowed to go to Iron Man 3. I was sad. But I watched it on the plane ride here, so it's okay. So that one, that's probably my biggest one that doesn't make sense to me. Is that, like, when I'm talking to these guys, and we're joking around, people think it's weird. They're like, what are you doing? Like, at the ESS Christmas party, I had the real-life video game against my friend Issei. Issei is a guy. He is in my class. He is one of my really good guy friends here. And we were running around the room, shooting pretend guns at each other, making noises and throwing grenades at each other, and ducking behind desks in our school uniforms. Well, I was in my uniform. He was in his track uniform. And that was considered a bit strange, because I was a girl. And first of all, okay, I have never come across a girl here that plays video games, like Xbox or PlayStation. It has not happened. I played Wii with a couple, but like hardcore games, there's no. What the guys do, they're like, oh yeah, Mortal Kombat, Dragon Ball, Biohazard, all this stuff. And I'm like, oh yeah, I played all those. And they're like, whoa, what? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, that's crazy. And I'm like, what? But yes, so, and that's not that much different from America, because a lot of girls don't play video. I don't know why girls don't play video games. What, are you guys too busy picking out what lipstick color you're gonna wear to prom in like 5 months? You can't play a video game? Oh god, this is why I have more guy friends than I have girlfriends. This is why my friend Edo does not consider me a girl, because we act gender neutral around each other. So I don't consider him a guy, he doesn't consider me a girl. We have no gender. We are blobs. That is how that works, apparently. Yes. But those are like the main ones. We have a little bit more freedom of what we can do here than in America with like the gender. So if I wanted to go, I went to karaoke with my 4 friends from school, Saki, Saya, Kaho, and Chiho. And they're all girls. Yet if I would have wanted to go to the mall with some of my friends from my class, I don't know, if I wanted to go with Ken-chan and Saya, that's a girl and a guy, it would be a little more difficult to get permission to go because there's a guy going. Which, that one doesn't make sense to me, because if I have a whole bunch of people going in America, it's okay that guys are there. Especially when one of them is my best friend that's like my brother, because then my parents know nothing's gonna happen. Alright, anyways, thanks you guys. I hope you enjoyed these videos. Please subscribe. I don't know what the subscribe button, I know it like links you to when I update a video, and I think if I get enough subscribers I start getting paid money. So yeah, let's subscribe, and then like the video, and like the video so it'll get shared around YouTube. Share it with your friends on Facebook and maybe Twitter if you have one. I don't know if you can share videos on Twitter, I don't know, haven't tried it. And comment, please comment your questions, your comments, concerns. Although if you have like a personal problem, it's like you got a rash somewhere, like I'm not a doctor, I don't know, I do know how to deal with rashes, I've gotten quite a few. If you have a rash related question, feel free to comment that in the comment box below as well. I find myself so funny. Oh, and I do want to correct something from one of my past videos. I said that I talk to myself. It's not that I talk to myself, it's that I like hearing noise and that the quiet freaks me out, so I speak out loud. I'll be thinking something, but I'll be thinking out loud. And it's not like I'm actually talking, it's just like I'm kind of like mumbling under my breath, like just kind of talking like this, like so I'm talking to myself. So people on the street think I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy, I swear. I don't actually hold like a conversation with myself where I'm like, well, hi Miranda, da da da, oh, what's up Miranda, like that. Like I don't do that, no, I promise. But I talk out loud. Alright. I'm sorry, I just jumped from topic to topic to topic. It's fantastic, isn't it? And I have a horrible stutter here. I had one when I was leaving from America to Japan, developed a slight stutter, and I have a stutter still. And it's very, very difficult to talk when you have a stutter because people can't understand what I'm talking about in English, let alone when I stutter in Japanese. And it's just like, yeah, what did that? I'm like, I can't do this. And I'll hesitate in the middle of words, so it's really awkward. Yeah. Speech impediment. No. I'll figure it out eventually. Mata ne. I don't know why I made that face.